Today, I am at ATA Martial Arts in Traverse City. I am with Allison and Grace, and you ladies put on a really cool event a couple of weeks ago for women's self-defense, and you're going to be doing another one here at the end of November. Tell me a little bit about the why behind putting on this event and kind of how you guys came together to do this.
So they were looking for more of a low triggering self-defense seminar, something where Grace and I both do the sport of our own martial art, and which can be kind of intimidating. So we're gearing this towards people that might not regularly show up to a full contact martial art, but also are looking for that self-defense aspect.
Absolutely. And Grace, tell me a little bit about why this is so important for women in the community to come and just experience, even if they have no experience in the martial arts, just, in day-to-day life, having these skills.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Rachel, it's key because coming in for one event is great. You meet new people, you get to learn new things, but really we want to create that muscle memory and that repetitive behavior. And doing something like this, you're not going to be getting hurt. You're going to be learning things that you never thought of before. So, even just simple tasks throughout the day of creating more awareness, not necessarily living in fear, but just being like, is this the best choice today or right now? And just being more aware of like, I don't think I should be on my phone right now, or things like that just maybe we don't think about all the time. And so we'll be doing physical training as well as just awareness training.
I love that it incorporates both the physical and just the mental awareness of, hey, if I'm going for a walk, maybe not having my AirPods in at this location or taking different paths. I know those are things you'll talk about in the workshop. But another aspect is a physical aspect. So let's do a little demonstration.
Our favorite techniques really is the knee strike. It's great for females because females tend to have strong legs. And we have a lower, generally people don't pick on bigger people. So if someone's larger, this is a great defense to get to where you can run away, because ultimately you want to create space and get away. That's the key. So if you can't get away, this is what you do in a situation as you throw some knees. So this is one that we'll definitely be covering in the seminar. And what you want to do is you want to think of like snapping a twig. So that arm comes down as the knee comes up. So you can grab either here on the shoulder, like this. You can grab the target, whatever is comfortable. We really want to emphasize natural. It's not like you have to put this foot forward. You have to do this. It's
in the moment. What feels natural for you?
Learn about yourself. Everybody's a little different. So you're here, and then the back leg, you'll notice that my stance is wide. So anytime that you're like this, you're vulnerable to get pushed over with very little effort. So having my feet apart, and I'm going to drive with my back leg. So I drive up, like that. 3 times. We want to create repetition, creates that muscle memory. Also, if I were to get deterred by the first one and somehow like get off like this.
Yeah, you have 2 more tries.
I got 2 more tries.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to give this a try.
I love it.
All right, so just grab where it feels natural then?
Yes, ma'am.
This feels pretty natural for me. Got
So
my
then the
stance.
back leg. Yep.
I want to do it so gently, but I
No,
know
no.
that's not
So it feels good if you do
Okay.
it hard. Yep,
Okay.
go for it. Go. Pull me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Very
That's
good.
really good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so when ladies come to do some of these activities, do you kind of work with them too to be like, okay, let's say I do have an ankle injury, you can say, hey, why don't you try this instead?
Yes. So another technique that we love is the elbows also,
Okay.
and so elbows, palm heels, we're going to teach you a palm heel in just
Yes.
a second here. But really it's more about practical application. In self-defense, it's not really a written script. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like whatever is going to be effective. Elbows and knees are very effective. Palm heels are very effective, especially for females whose structure tends to be different.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the palm heel and see what that's all about then.
Absolutely.
So when is a situation that would be good for using a palm heel, and what does that mean, I guess?
So a palm heel is the heel of your palm, very literally. And what you're going to do is you can strike any surface with this, right? You'd kind of drive that palm forward. It could be in an upward strike if someone's taller, driving up at the chin. That's going to be fairly devastating for them, and that'll give you some time to create space and run away. You can go into more of the xiphoid process area, the sternum, things like that. It can certainly break a rib. So it's fun to play around with that one. There's all different targets that you can use.
So why palm heel versus a punch?
Great question, Rachel. So the punch, as you can see, there's a joint here called the wrist, and if I hit, Actually, Allison, I'll have you hold up the target here. So if I hit like this, and I'm, in adrenaline, tunnel vision, everything's pumping. If I hit and it does this, right, even after decades of training, these things can happen, right?
Absolutely.
And so then I break my hand, and that kind of stinks because you
You're
can
in a
imagine where
bad
that goes.
situation.
Yes,
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely.
So the palm heel is very nice because there's no joint that's going to be compromised with this. You just drive
Okay.
it straight through.
Okay.
So I'm going to demonstrate
Yes,
it. and
please
then,
do.
Actually, Allison, why don't you
geez,
demonstrate
okay.
it? Yeah, I demonstrated the knee, so you get to do this. So.
Okay, so same thing. I've got my wide stance.
Yep.
I'm not standing here, I'm prepared because when you know you're in somewhat of a dangerous situation, you don't want to be all willy-nilly. You do want to kind of
gonna be
lower your
defensive.
hips
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
bit and get into the ground. So I've got my wide stance. The hand that I'm going to be hitting the strike with is in the back, so I get the most twist and the most force out of it.
All
So
right.
here. Ha! Yeah! All
Makes
right.
it look so easy. So that would be like if you're going up like the throw, like that would.
Anything.
Okay.
And I mean, ultimately in self-defense, there's no rules.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
Wherever
nice.
you
There's
can-
no
yeah.
rules. You bite, you scratch, you do whatever, and we'll talk about that a little bit more too. But it's ultimately, yeah. I mean, we'll go over the targets. There's specific targets that are more damaging than others.
Yeah.
And so it's good to know what those are.
And have
because-
them in the back pocket.
Exactly.
All right, I want to give this a try.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All
All right, so remember, start out with your stance. Good. And then bottom of the hand, go for it.
Through it.
Yes!
Nice,
That makes me
nice.
feel so tough and strong. See, that's what
Right.
you need is a little bit of a confidence boost. And that's what this class does. Gives you tools, gives you a confidence boost, and it's just so cool that you ladies are putting this on and empowering the women in the community. Is this open to everyone in the community? Where can people sign up if they need to register? Is there a cost? Any details on that?
Yep, so it's going to be $10. We're trying to keep it really cost effective for everybody. And it's open to all women, ages 10 and up are able to be here, at parents, daughters, kids, friends. It's really welcoming for everybody. It's going to be taught by Grace and I, and like I said, Sarah's going to come and do some work as well. You can find it on our social media. We're going to be sharing stuff, and then we'll have a link on both of our websites as well.
And we'll have that link on our website as well. Thank you, ladies, so much. Just for $10, you can come on the 23rd at ATA Martial Arts and get some skills to put in your back pocket and just feel empowered and get that confidence. And again, we'll have all the information on the self-defense workshop at 9and10news.com.